Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. This is Miss Sidra Iqbal, visiting teacher of Department of History and Art, Division of Arts and Social Sciences, University of Education, Bangalore Campus, Lahore. I'm here with the course of Foreign Policy of Pakistan. I am going to teach you, that is the course for MA History. Course code is HIST 4116. Today we are going to discuss the topic worldwide globalization. First of all, we will discuss the definitions. Worldwide globalizations, if we define it, the Joseph Ney said, globalization is a state of the world involving network of interdependence and multi-continental distance. Basically, globalization is a process of interaction and integration among the people, companies, and governments of different nations, a process driven by international trade and investment and aid by information technology. Here is the major component of globalization. If we define the components of globalization, we divided it into the three major components, and these are the economic globalization, socio-cultural globalization, and political globalization. First of all, we are going to discuss the economic globalization. As you know that economic globalization is the increasing economic integration and interdependence of national, regional, and local economic across the world through an intensification of cross-border of movement of goods, services, टेक्नोलॉजी एंड कैपिटल. हम इसको इस तरह से भी डिफ़ाइन कर सकते हैं कि इकोनॉमिकली जो डिफरेंट कंट्रीज़ हैं, ये हम इसको इस तरह से भी कह सकते हैं कि इंटरडिपेंडेंस है कंट्रीज़ की फॉर गुड्स, टेक्नोलॉजी एंड मैनी अदर थिंग्स. Basically, the economic globalization stimulates and spreads its effects throughout the world. Basically, the economic globalization stimulates and spreads its effects throughout the world. According to the labor flow has distributed from developed countries to developing countries, because the corporations always focus on maximizing profit and try to find the lowest labor cost. They try to find the lowest labor cost, so that's why always the developing countries obviously have lower labor costs than developed countries. While job is increasing in developing countries, this makes developed countries people losing job as well, especially for labor level. हमेशा जो है डेवलप कंट्रीज़ जो हैं वो डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज़ पे नज़र रखती हैं, क्योंकि वहाँ उनको लोएस्ट लेबर कॉस्ट मिलती है और प्रॉफिट जो है उनको ज़्यादा मिलता है. लेबर जो है उसकी कॉस्ट हमेशा लो होती है. यही वजह है कि डेवलपिंग कंट्रीज़ जो हैं उनके पास लोएस्ट लेबर कॉस्ट होती है रेदर देन दी डेवलप कंट्रीज़. तो यहाँ जो है That's why the job is increasing in developing countries. This make 12 countries people losing job as well, especially for labor level. Next, now we are going to discuss the socio-cultural globalization. As we discussed the economic globalization, the economic globalization always increased due to the interdependence of the countries upon each other, and for the goods, for trade, for services, for technology, and many other things. Now we are going to discuss the socio-cultural globalization. Globalization made the flow of culture happen. For example, the American and Western culture spread all over the world. The more powerful countries' cultures have weakened the cultural cultures of others. The private corporations which have the capital to invest will have influence over the countries. In the case of media, society and individuals, because of wider range of transportation and communication in the world, disease will be easily spread from one country to another country. Increase of environmental concerns and sustainability in developing countries, because the distribution of factory, especially the pollution making factory from developed countries to developing countries. Moreover, the war could be happen from competing for the world resources such as oil, coal and iron. Now we are going to discuss the political globalization. First of all, we see what is political globalization. It refers to the both of the worldwide political system that include government and intergovernment organization, as well as government independent element of government, civil society and internal non-governmental organization and social movement organization. The less developed countries may be at disadvantage and losing of control from developed countries. The illegal trade in drugs, arms, intellectual property, people and money is booming. So I hope you can understand what is political globalization. Basically, the less developed countries may be at disadvantage and losing of control from developed countries. They focused on illegal trades like as drugs, arms, intellectual property, people and money is booming. Like the war on terrorism, the fight to control these illicit markets pits government against stateless and resourceful networks empowered by globalization. Governments will continue to lose these wars until they adopt new strategies to deal with the larger, unprecedented struggle that now shapes the world as much as confrontation between nation state once did. I hope you can understand what is globalization and what is the main components of the globalization as we discuss the economic globalization, socio-cultural uh, uh, socio-cultural globalization and political globalization. Now we are going to discuss the main features of globalization. The first of all, we are going to discuss liberalization. Globalization makes way for the freedom of the industrialist businessman to establish industry, trade, or commerce either in his country or abroad. Free exchange of capital goods, services, trade of or commerce either in the country or abroad. Free exchange of capital goods, service, and technologies between countries. Factors: advancement in transportation like parks, railways, and planes, communication. Summon Telegraph 1899, Marconi Wireless 1876, Graham Bell Telephone, now social media. These are the factors of the globalization. Depth of distance, if we see that there is the huge parameter, there is the depth of distance like letters to globalization. Finance of trade like sea routes, shorten distance. Contagious diseases like एड्स HCV. अगर हम देखा जाए तो डिस्टेंस जो है वो ग्लोबलाइज पैरामीटर पे, हम ग्लोबल पैरामीटर पे देखें तो वो बहुत ज़्यादा कम हुआ है. सी रूट्स बने हैं, डिस्टेंस शॉर्ट हो गया है, जिसकी वजह से फाइनेंस ऑफ ट्रेड हुआ है. इसके साथ साथ जो है ये एड्स और HCV जो है ये बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ा है. इसकी भी जो एक तादाद है उसमें इजाफा हुआ है. ग्लोबल माइग्रेशन ड्यू टू पॉवर्टी, लेबर बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ी है, गुर्बत बढ़ी है. इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल क्राइम, फॉर एग्जांपल स्मगलर्स, अंडरवर्ल्ड, ग्लोबलाइज्ड ड्रग. जितना भी अगर हम इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल क्राइम्स जो हैं उनको देखें तो स्मगलिंग बहुत ज़्यादा विद इन सिटी, विद इन कंट्री और इंटर कंट्री एंड द एक्सटर्नल लेवल पे भी बहुत ज़्यादा हुआ है. उसके अलावा जो अंडरवर्ल्ड्स के क्राइम्स हैं उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा इजाफा हुआ है. उसके साथ साथ जो ड्रग्स हैं ड्रग्स की जो एक अवेलेबिलिटी है वो, या हम उसको कह सकते हैं एक्सेस, बहुत ज़्यादा आसान हो गई है और वो एक बड़े पैमाने पर जो है वो अब काम हो रहा है. और ड्रग्स जो है आपको एक कंट्री की दूसरी कंट्री के अंदर इजीली अवेलेबल हैं. ग्लोबलाइजेशन ऑफ इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़. Another characteristic of globalization is the control of economic activities by domestic market and international market. It also established coordination among the national economy and the world economy. Free trade. One of the important characteristics of globalization is free trade between countries. It also means absence of excessive governmental control over trade. Connectivity. Under globalization, localities being conducted with the world by breaking national boundaries, forging of links between one society and another, and between one country and another through international transmission of knowledge, technology, ideas, information, literature, and culture. These are the connectivities which dependent or interdependent the countries upon each others. Now, borderless globe. Globalization makes way for establishing borderless globe, the idea of which was articulated by Kamichi Ohme. It results breaking of national barriers and creation of interconnectedness. Basically is a breaking of national barriers, a composite process. Globalization is a composite process through which integration of nation states across the world can be made by common economic, commercial, political, cultural, and technological ties. It also leads to creation of a new world order with one national boundaries. Advantage of globalization: globalization helps to boost the long run average growth rate of the economy of the country. Through globalization paves the way for removing inefficiency in production system, prolonged protective scenario. In the globalization absence of globalization makes the production system careless about cost effectiveness, which can be attained by following the policy of globalization. Globalization attracts entry of foreign capital along with foreign updated technology, which improves the quality of production. Globalization usually restricts production and trade pattern, favoring labor intensive goods and labor intensive techniques, as well as expansion of trade in services. Globalization makes domestic industries of developing countries to become conscious about price reduction and quality improvement to their products so as to face foreign competition. Globalization discourages uneconomic import substitution and favor cheaper imports of capital goods, which reduces capital output ratio in manufacturing industries, cost effectiveness, and price reduction of manufactured commodities will improve the terms of trade in favor of agriculture. Globalization enhances the efficiency of the banking, insurance, and financial sectors with the opening up to those areas to foreign capital, foreign banks, and insurance companies. Globalization facilitates consumer goods industries to expand faster to meet growing demand for these consumer goods, which would result faster expansion of employment opportunities over a period of time. This would result trickle down effect to reduce the proportion of population living below the poverty line. Thank you. I hope you can understand what is globalization, component of the globalization, and then we discuss the features of the globalization and advantages of the globalization. Actually, globalization itself a huge topic. That's why we are divided it into two lectures. First of all, we discussed many things. Now in this next lecture we will continue this topic. If you have any query and any question, you can text. Take care. Allah Hafiz.